Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger and welcome on back to another LEGO Mixels review. And today, I'm super duper pumped and excited to share with you guys the Wiztastics Max, which is of course the combination of all three Mixels from the Wiztastics family, and then this is what you end up with. So, as much as I was in love with Wizwas and how much I was super duper impressed with the entire Wiztastics family, I have to say, now I can officially say that this is my favorite Mixels group, because this Max figure is just ridiculously cool. You guys know that I love kind of bug-like designs, and this thing just hits all the right spots. I mean, this just, oh, it's so cool. I love this thing. Look at this. It's got this really, really menacing looking mouth right there with some really nice intricate detail for the actual teeth and such. I love the way that these eyes work with the little witch hats. I think that is terrific. I think that is a fantastic build. I love the way that these wings in the back here are articulated. I mean, this, to me, this is the ultimate Mixels Max. I mean, if all of them could be this good, I'm stuttering because of how pumped I am about this, but this would be an incredible toy line. As good as it already is, it would be that much better. So, of course, as I've just mentioned, we've got these really cool wings right here, which obviously, if you want, you could also turn them to the sides, however you want. You could even remove them if you'd like, but it's supposed to be obviously a flying creature. I love just the jawline and the entire expression going on here is just fantastic. And then when we go right here into the back, as you can see, there's some really nice details again, kind of like bug-like elements going on here in the back. We've got this really nice ball joint that helps so much in creating a lot of interesting poses where you can kind of, you know, create a striking pose or maybe a relaxed pose, or as if it wants to sting something down below, which is really cool. So that's a neato little factor, and obviously you can go ahead and rotate this whichever way you would like, which is cool. You got these really nice translucent blue pieces that bring the whole thing to life, and then of course at the end here we've got the nice stingray with a translucent purple piece translating into a translucent blue piece, which is really cool. I love translucent plastic, so that is quite lovely indeed. Now, of course, for the legs and arms here, we've got articulated legs and arms, and they're actually really done interestingly where, let me just raise up the wings a little bit so I could show you guys. But the back legs are actually on a ball joint, which is really cool, and they're done to be like double as thick, and they act kind of as a stronger base, which is great, because you could really kind of base off the figure off of that and then use the tail to kind of balance things, which is quite cool. So you could kind of almost act as if these are his arms. But if you would like, you could also use the front arms and the back legs to just simply balance him on all four of those, which is also a possibility. So you can have the tail up in the air if you'd like, and him about to chomp or something, which is really, really cool. But I would have preferred to have the front arms to be on the ball joint as well. That would have been really perfect. I mean, that would have really added some extra articulation. That would have been lovely to see. But the other thing that is a little bit of a concern sometimes is the fact that he does stand on these little pegs, and the problem with them is that they're not perfectly stable. So sometimes, well, you pose him, and then you walk by or something, and he'll end up doing that and kind of just falling in, tumbling on himself, just because, well, you know, this is not the most stable of things to be standing on. So it's a little bit of a concern sometimes, but it almost is so minute that I can't like even, you know, knock it for it. But I want to raise obviously that point just so that you guys are aware of it. So with that being said, I mean, I could literally talk on for days about this thing and how cool it is, and I just love this thing. It is so awesome. The purple colors come together so nicely with all the black hues and stuff, and just the expression. Like, this is what I always talk about. You know how I oftentimes talk about expression? A lot of people ask me sometimes, well, what do you mean by that? And what I mean by that is, like, I should be able to look at something that is sculpted like this or built like this and kind of come up with my mind, what is the personality of this thing? What does this thing sound like? Like, I should be able to creatively get my creative juices flowing and be able to come up with some sort of a personality for this thing. And this is the perfect representation of that. I mean, you look at that thing and you just, oh, it's perfect. I love this thing. It is so, so, so very, very cool. But of course, as always, guys, if you've ever watched any of my LEGO Max reviews for the Mixels, you know that there are always parts left over from when you use all of the parts to assemble the Max figure. And then what I do is I go in and I take all those parts and then I mess around with them and try to come up with my own Mixel from them, which then you guys come into play because you guys name that Mixel. You go in the comment section below, and then you name that Mixel, and of course, that is the name that Mixel gets for the rest of eternity, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but nonetheless, here's the Mixel that I came up with today. I have to warn you guys, I had very, very limited part counts to work with, and the parts that I had to work with were also very, like, they didn't work together very well, so I had to get super duper creative to come up with even this thing. So here it is. I know, it's not the greatest looking, and it's actually probably not. Well, I'm not going to insult it, but because I like it. But as you can see, it's got a one eye, which does have a little bit of articulation, so that's quite lovely. I gave it one articulated arm because that's all I could afford to have. The other one I didn't have parts for. As you can see, I've got the clawed kind of hand going on here. Then I gave him a wand in the other so that he could do a little bit of magic, being a Wiztastic. His front legs do move forward and back, and then his back leg has a little hook in it, which does rotate actually on a ball joint, so you can kind of use that as an attack, I guess, or to carry something, or to pull something, which is quite cool. And then it's got these two little unique legs where I just use some of those black little claws for the legs. So there you guys goes. There you guys go. Let me know down in the comment section below. My goodness, his tail just fell off. That's not good. Sorry, Wiztastics Max. But I was just going to say, of course, let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think this guy's name should be? And of course, if you see a comment that you really like, please thumbs up that comment so that I know which name you guys prefer to see. So with all that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, don't forget to thumbs up the video, share it with your family and friends, favorite it as well, and of course, I will indeed catch you folks next time. Peace out, see you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks all for watching.